Hey everyone, this is Gary with Easy Go Junk Removal. I hope everybody's doing well. Hey, we are in what you call the slow season. And I guarantee you, none of you are as slow as I am right now because we have basically shut our business down. Yesterday, it would have been 3 weeks when we did our uh, last job. And the day after that, 3 weeks ago today, I had total hip replacement surgery, which has been quite a journey, if you can imagine. So the day of the surgery went really well. And when I got home, I could barely get in and out of bed, in and out of a chair. Everything was so very slow, and every step was deliberate. Every step was very, very painful. Medication was much appreciated, and life life wasn't all that good. But 3 weeks later, I'm walking around. Actually, I'm walking around with a cane instead of a walker. The first 2.5 weeks was all walker and keeping myself stable without moving it because you don't want to jack these up after they've actually done the surgery. Some really bad things can happen. And even though it's kind of what you would call routine, well, it's there are things that can definitely go wrong. And so I had really boned up on exactly what that surgery would entail, and still wasn't quite prepared for it. And so things kind of snuck up. The pain was significant. The first 10 days, 11 days were what I would call the worst part of it. I'm still in pain today. I actually walked a little over a half a mile, and which was fantastic. Half a mile on the treadmill, holding on to the sides, because every step on the left hand side actually hurts quite a bit. And so these are things that you can't prepare your mind for. There's no way. They just hurt. And so this being said, we've been shut down for the last 3 weeks and no income coming in. So what we did is, we put back, and we're going to survive this just fine. We do have the calls coming in, but on my answering machine, it just says, "Hey, due to a surgery, we are out of commission until the first of the year." And then I'll revisit it, what that first of the year actually means. Now, we have a box job tomorrow. A guy called up, a repeat customer. I will take my sweet time getting in the truck. First time, hey, 3 weeks, right? Get myself into the truck and out of the truck, and Joanne will load the empty boxes up, and we will haul them away to the local transfer station, and we will actually make a little income. We won't say no to things like that. Things that I can do, I will do. I'm not one to sit around and kind of, you know, just suck off the tit, or, just kind of say, hey, this is nothing. So we've done some things that are quite exciting, actually. So we're not dormant. We just aren't working. I signed up for Matt and Joe Sonoma Strong's class. They run a course, and I don't know. They probably do it twice, 3 times a year or so. And they bring a bunch of junk companies on, and they share all their secrets with the people who do pay for it. And out of and no offense to any other companies out there, because I think everybody has to run their company the way they want to run it, right? And I think that's fantastic because everybody's personality is a little different, and everybody's wants and desires are a little different. But for me personally, out of all the companies out there, if I wanted to emulate any one company, it would be the people that I first came in contact with when I considered junk removal as a profession, and that would be Sonoma Strong. I think I've been a watcher of theirs 5 years on videos, maybe a little longer, and reached out to them, and they've always given a helping hand right back to me. Never asked a dime for the information that they gladly gave. And I know there are thousands of people that have reached out to them and probably have had the same response, just very, very giving people. And so I started talking to a friend up in Phoenix who took their course, I don't know, sometime this year, maybe last year at the end. And I asked him, I said, hey, so Garrett, how did it work for you? And he no longer runs Google ads. He's running just Facebook ads, and he's learned how to navigate his business in a different way. And so that piqued my interest. And so I said, hey, you know what? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to sign up. So I went to the Junk Expo, and if you haven't ever been to one, I would suggest you going. It was a lot of fun, and it was fantastic connecting to so many people out there doing the same profession and running the same crap that we do, maybe a little different, maybe the same, but we all have that kindred soul and that brotherhood and sisterhood of, what we do for a living, right? And so, honest to God, guys, I basically went there to show my solidarity for Matt and Joni. And it was so much, much more. I am so happy I went to it, not just to show my support to them for everything that they've given to me, and God knows how many other people throughout the years, but because, uh, you know, it was fantastic information. I signed up for Autopilot. I'm excited about what that's going to do for my company. I'm not the same as a lot of you guys. My whole thing is, I'm looking at a couple more years, and then I'm long on the tooth and older than most of you, and so I'm looking at another couple of years, and then I'm out. I'm going to go do something different. I'm going to do something that's less strenuous on me and on my body, and enjoy my life with my wife. And I always say on this channel that we work to live, and we don't live to work, meaning that job, that work, that profession doesn't override any life importance. And so that is really key to me and Joanne here. We believe in that. We believe in going out and enjoying life, and so that is key to what this business has been. And it's been an absolute blessing, because if you think about it, I don't know about everybody else, but for what we do, I've never worked a full day. A full week, a full month, full time. 160 hours a week, and I've made fantastic money. And so, if I can do that and trim it down and still make a living without just beating the crap out of my body, I could do this for a few more years after that. But I'm not going to let it override the joys of life. I'm just not. If I was 40, maybe I'd do that 5 year, where you get to the peak and you just build trucks, and now you got a business that's working for you. I don't have that time frame built in my life. I'm 65 years old, and it's just not. It's not for me. And if it's for you, I think it's fantastic, man. I think it's the way you should be and the way you should go. So that being said, so that's another thing that we did. We signed up in last Wednesday. Today's Friday. I think it's the 13th. Let me see. 13th. Yeah. And so Wednesday on the 11th, there was 9 people in the room. It was where Matt and Joe are teaching us, and it was fantastic. And just to keep their stuff private, because I'm not, but I learned a great deal just the first night. And that was just the hello, how are you kind of stuff. And we're just going to go over this one subject. And it's like, holy smokes, I never really looked. And I've been emulating them. And I think about a year and a half ago, I told Matt, I texted him, I say, hey, Matt, I'm going to copy everything you're doing. And he goes, right on, brother, the way they always do. Right on, brother. And so I thought I was copying everything correctly. Now I was missing all kinds of steps. So I'm looking forward to it. It's a six-week course. We got 5 to go. And I'm excited about learning more about how to run this junk company. I think, well, it's no secret. It's $1,000 for their school, and I know Richard Hernandez, you don't like that, but I learned a great deal just the first time around. But that being said, it's $1,000, but I pay a minimum of $1,000 just for Google guarantee on my uh, for my business every month. And in the busier months, I pay a significant more than that. If I can erase that, and if I can just build my business uh, doing boost on Facebook, which is significantly cheaper, and still tie in my Google business page with Facebook, with YouTube, with Instagram, with whatever you're doing, uh, man, what a great deal at $1,000, right? And so that's me. And the cool thing is they're not going to saturate a market. So I'm it. They're not going to take anybody else with Tucson, this area. They're just not going to do it. And which really makes me happy because my competitors can't get this knowledge, and that's why I'm not going to put it out there. One of the reasons, and the other reason is, I respect them too much to do that. So that's another thing that we're doing on our off season. I'm recovering, of course, and can't wait to get back in the gym. Man, I've lost a lot of weight. I've been on this thing called the carnivore diet for, I think it's a little over 2 months now. And Joanne's been on it for, 120 days, a little over. So 4 months. And the response has been fantastic as far as my body. I'm a full-fledged diabetic, right? And so, I pump a lot of insulin every day. I'm a type 2, but since I'm missing 90%, they cut out 90% of my pancreas. I'm a, for all practical reasons, type 1. My body just doesn't make enough pancreas, and so, or insulin. And so, I have to shoot insulin, but I'm down pretty much what I used to shoot in a day. I'm pretty much shooting in a week, and that is fantastic news. So we're improving our bodies during this slow time. This is the time that you want to get yourself back into shape. And I've always said this as far as any kind of business that you run, and especially junk removal. This is the time that you till up the soil, you put your fertilizer in, you seed it, you start watering it, and you make sure that all those preparations are done before the stuff starts growing up and yielding a crop. And it's the same thing with your business. You want to till it up. You want to make sure it's fertilized. You want to make sure that when the growing season comes around, you are going to get an abundance of customers, and with that comes an abundance of money. And so the other thing I'd like to say, don't forget, this isn't easy to do. When you take off, it's going to wind up being, as far as work, not box jobs and stupid stuff like that. But as far as work goes, we're talking a couple of months minimum. Life happens, guys, and you want to be prepared for that. And so you don't want something like that sneaking up on you and just knocking the crap out of you. It will not end well. So put back. And this is a thing that I agree with Sonoma Strong. They stack their money, man. You should be stacking your money. You should be putting your money back. And the coolest thing, I think, at the first of the year, we're going to pay off that new truck we got. It will be paid off. And that's going to be a bill that's going to go bye-bye, no more. And this is all planned. This is all planned things, right? And so you want to control your business. You don't want your business controlling you. And so, and that is quite easy to do if you're disciplined. It takes a lot of discipline. So I just wanted to get on here and let you know what's going on. Yes, it's a slow season, but this is the time that you start making things happen. Start planting the things that are going to happen. Make sure that you make the contacts that you need to make. Be proud of your business. Get out there, shake hands, kiss babies, whatever it takes, right? And so you want to start doing that, and it will pay off. And this is we're rolling into year number 4, the end of wow, hard to believe, the end of February. Right around the 28th, in fact, will be 4 years for us. We have 687 5-star reviews, which I'm really, really proud of. We would have they really knocked the crap out of us. Google did. Our goal was to have 700 by the end of the year. That doesn't look like it will. That doesn't look like it will happen unless I got a bunch of past customers going to come in and go, hey, but 687 in less than 4 years, uh, not bad. And maybe by the fourth, late uh, February, maybe we will hit that 700 mark, and I'm really excited about it. So I don't let those little things knock me down. I just refocus and get eagle-eyed on the target and nail it when I can. So anyway, I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you're enjoying this slow time. Enjoy yourselves with your wife, your family, your friends, your girlfriends, whatever, boyfriends, and hey, uh, enjoy life, and get planting those seeds. This is Gary with Easy Go Junk Removal. Go ahead and subscribe, and we'll get these out more regular. All right, guys, take care.